Greetings, gang. Happy Sunday. Hope you guys are doing well. Hope you've been taking good care of yourselves. Shout out to everybody in the chat. All magical moderators, magical members. Hey, Lily Cat. Hey, Tanaya. Hey, Chino. Hey, AV. Hey, Menacing. All right, gang. So, we're going to do a quick energy check-in, see what's going on, then we are out of here. All right, gang. Oh, okay. Overall energy is the sun in the upright position. So maybe things are looking brighter, looking up for you. This is also making me think of the solar flares we just had. But or maybe Leo may be specific for you, or Leo season. Something could be happening in Leo season for some of you. But ultimately, it seems like things are changing for the good here. Let's see. Temperance. So maybe you're being patient. I feel like your patience is going to pay off. Hold on, it's going to bother me. Yeah, Seven of Pentacles. The Sun, the major arcana of the Sun, the Temperance, now the Seven of Pentacles. Maybe all of your hard work is going to pay off. You could be seeing some of that right now. Bottom of the deck here is the Eight of Pentacles in the upright position. So you could be seeing some of your hard work paying off. Wow, yeah, King of Pentacles as well. Let me pull this back so you can see it a little better. There we go. Yeah, King of Pentacles, a lot of pentacles. So your money could be looking up. You could have been on a hard time. You could have been coming out of a hard time financially. But things are about to start looking up. With this Five of Pentacles here, could have been some financial setbacks that you were going through. Yeah, Six of Wands in reverse with the Five of Pentacles. Somebody could have lost a job even. Or you could have just been having a hard time when it comes to your money, even if you do have a job. Maybe you wasn't getting the hours that you needed. Or the recognition with the Six of Wands in reverse. Hey, Gio. But it looks like that's about to change, gang. Let's see here. Oh, God. I done picked a whole nother deck, and this fool's still coming out. Court card energy. Knight of Swords in reverse. So this is the person that was giving you the hard time. Okay. Air sign energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Or just somebody that was just reckless in your energy. Trying to make it hard for you. Try to keep you in the Five of Pentacles energy. Try to keep you feeling unsuccessful with this Six of Wands in reverse too. I feel like if this happened, I feel like this happened abruptly. I feel like you could have just been, with this Eight of Pentacles here, you could have just been like, working, minding your business, doing your thing. And this Knight of Swords just came out of nowhere and start giving you a hard time or trying to put you in hardship. Let's clarify this Knight of Swords. As soon as I break the deck, I see the High Priestess and the upright with the Sun. So yeah, things are definitely changing. Just follow your intuition at this time. If I were you, I wouldn't even deal with anybody that's like reckless or argumentative, or if you always see them in conflict or arguing, complaining about something with somebody. Just stay in this King of Pentacles energy. Show me this Knight of Swords, please. What are they doing? Wheel of Fortune in reverse. They're losing. And I'm telling you, they was trying to keep you on a losing streak as well. They're losing now. They're losing attention. They're losing support. The Hermit card was coming out, and they're like, I don't know, I guess they're like embarrassed, so they could even be hiding. This might be a person that likes to have things to brag about, and they possibly don't. But things are looking up for you. Hey, Scott, you got the King of Pentacles coming out here. So that's the King of Pentacles twice. So yeah, money is going to get better for a lot of you. You're going to find yourself being more stable. I heard more money, more problems. So you maybe just because you start making more money, don't like start accumulating extra bills. You know, some of you guys may also too need to go like on your device. If you have like an iPad or iPhone, I don't know if Android does it too, but like go to your subscriptions and see if you have any subscriptions that you forgot to cancel or that you really don't use. Maybe unsubscribe to those things. Something could be taking like $14.99 or $15.99 from somebody and they don't know it, is what I just heard. Yeah, bottom of the deck is the Ten of Wands. So yeah, more money, more problems, but try not to put more problems on yourself. Oh, okay, cool. Tonight, I didn't know that. Yeah, so, or even if it's not that, just maybe you got Netflix and you really don't use Netflix like that no more. Take it off. And to be quite honest, a lot of these streaming systems or whatever they have, they've been going up on prices and stuff, I've noticed. I saw a notification the other day. Please don't call me mom. I heard I saw a notification the other day that Hulu was going up a price too. I'm like, all them commercials Hulu have, they out of their mind if they think people need to keep paying extra. Every year they go up. And I bet you on Christmas they gonna have some little sale where it's like if you hey Lily Cat, if you a first timer, you can get something for a year for $1 or some stupid shit. What? And you know what? I don't like that about Amazon Prime because I'm an Amazon Prime member. Why I gotta pay extra to watch stuff? You know, it's like it's just getting ridiculous. All right. Anyway, that's enough about that. Yeah, we gotta go back to DVDs, gang. Those was the good old days. Shit, I wish I could find some old VHSs. I'll rock those. Okay, let's see, guys. So, yeah, it's looking like you're going to come out of any financial hardships here. That's good. Oh, we already clarified that shit. All right, what do we have for the collective, please? Man, Blockbuster, Michelle, you ain't lying. Those was the good old days. Hey, Savon. Four of Cups. Now, I'm not seeing the normal hey HB3. I'm not seeing the normal energy. With this Four of Cups, I feel like somebody could be daydreaming a lot. Yeah, somebody's daydreaming a lot. I feel like somebody could be really focusing like, man, when is love gonna come in for me? Two of Cups in reverse. Somebody really wants like love to come in. So, I think, but for some of you guys, it's like maybe people that are interested in you, you aren't interested in them. Yeah, Ace of Cups in reverse too. Yeah, people might be interested in you, but they're not your type. They're not your usual type. Why? Four of Wands in reverse. Oh, so there could be people that are interested in you, but they don't have their shit together. Like, they don't have a stable foundation. Hey, my moon. Oh my God, girl. Where have you been? You know what? I don't have to take this. Four of Wands in reverse. Yeah, people who don't have their like a stable foundation. Girl, you emailed me? Okay, I'm gonna check it. I didn't check no emails or nothing today. I just rested all day today. I'll hit you up. Yeah. So that could be what's the turnoff here. It's like, yeah, they're interested in you. Okay, babe. I'll talk to you soon then. But it's like you don't want to be with somebody who doesn't have a stable foundation because that's going to be more work on you. And then eventually you will start to resent that person with the Ace of Cups in reverse. So you probably have been through this before. And so, you're like, if they don't have their somewhat like, I'm not saying they got to be a millionaire and all that, which would be nice. But I'm saying if they don't have like the foundation, of things together. Solid income, solid place to stay, things like that. Got plans for themselves. I feel like you're just uninterested with the Four of Wands in reverse. Yeah. Let's see. What's this? Ace of Cups, Four of Wands in reverse. Yeah, bottom of the deck is the World in reverse. So this is something you've been through, or this could be a past situation for some of you. Like maybe you did get with someone and, they had potential, but they didn't live up to their potential. And that could have turned you off in the relationship. All right, let's see here. Show me this, please. Yeah, Three of Swords. Yeah. It's best that way. Because you be ending up taking a loss if you got with someone right now. Maybe even if your foundation isn't together. It would just be a loss, So it's probably best that you do, not entertain this. It's like somebody just needs to build themselves back up. But you're showing up as the King of Pentacles twice. You got a lot of good energy on your side, so this could be external here. Show me this, please. Yeah, Eight of Cups. Yeah. I feel like this ain't for everybody. This is somebody specific. Like somebody is really walking away from somebody who don't have their shit together. Somebody's like, I can't keep taking losses. I gotta go. Yeah. All right. Let's see. What do we have, please, for the collective? Knight of Cups in reverse. Sheesh. With the devil. Oh, grief. I don't know, gang. Whoever this person is. Court card energy? Oh, no, honey. This Knight of Cups in reverse is obsessed with somebody. With the devil card coming out. This Knight of Cups, this person sees someone as like their drug of choice. Like they're addicted, they're obsessive. But you see how in the devil card his face is hidden? His eyes are hidden. I feel like this person is hiding this in some kind of way. This person has a very mean streak though. And they could be very emotionally messy. This person is also addicted to like toxic relationships. I feel like this person has some type of passion, but it's not a good passion. With the Eight of Swords, it's like I don't know, it's like a trapped energy. I feel like if this person loves someone, it's like they trap them. I can't explain how I'm hearing it. It's just a very off-putting vibe. This is like someone who could like profess to love you, but be very mean-spirited to you with the devil card here. Show me this. What is this Knight of Cups devil doing? Damn, cards flew. Hold on. Damn. Okay. Ace of Cups, Ace of Pentacles in reverse, Page of Pentacles in reverse, Four of Pentacles. Wherever this Knight of Cups in reverse is, they have trapped them. They're bound. It's so much. Okay, let me slow down. They are in some type of bondage here with the Eight of Swords. Now, I'm hearing so many different stories. This Knight of Cups could have like bound themselves to someone, or someone binded this Knight of Cups in reverse up. Like they could have led somebody on emotionally, played with somebody's feelings, and somebody, I don't know what they did, we're going to find out, but somebody put this Knight of Cups in reverse in some type of bondage. But also too, this person is losing out on money. Ace of Pentacles in reverse, Page of Pentacles in reverse. They're in this position where they're like penny pinching with the Four of Pentacles here. They're like holding on to like every bit of money that they can get. Show me this. What did this Knight of Cups in reverse do? Six of Cups in reverse. I feel like they like played with someone's innocence, someone's purity, someone's soft spot for them. Bottom of the deck is a Tower. Yeah. And like shit is crumbling down around this person. Tower in the upright with the Eight of Cups in reverse. They have nowhere to go, nowhere to run. I feel like with the Tower and the Eight of Cups in reverse, they've burned a lot of bridges too. So it's like they have nowhere to go. I feel like this person with the Eight of Swords feels like they're like facing a lot alone. Confirmation. The High Priestess. So this is the truth. Ten of Swords. Yeah, this person feels like everybody has betrayed them. And like they're facing all of this alone. But I feel like it's because of the way they've treated people or talked to people. I don't know. It's like some type of emotional outburst too this person could possibly have. They're very paranoid too with the Eight of Swords, Ten of Swords. Somebody's really somebody really did what? Get out of here, loser. Hold on, Lily Cat. Let me block him. You don't even sound intelligent. Talking about I depend on spirits. Jesus ain't even alive. That's a spirit too. What are you talking about? Like, you guys need to go somewhere and study and show yourself approved. Y'all be calling on the spirit of Jesus Christ all the time. Jesus is not the only spirit. Anyway, with the High Priestess here, but I feel like this person is very paranoid of being betrayed, of being hurt, the way they've hurt others though. The Knight of Cups in reverse is not a very kind person. Not very kind at all. This is someone that's like an emotional vampire. With the Two of Cups in reverse as well, this is like someone, if they're going through like a breakup with somebody, or they're on the outs with their lover or their partner, they'll go start like emotional flings and affairs with others based on sheer emotion. So with the Eight of Cups in reverse, Six of Cups here in reverse as well, this is somebody that backtracks a lot. So like, say they're going through it with their new partner or their main or some shit, right? They'll go reach back to exes. And we are in the retrograde, so this might be happening for someone. But they'll go back to like, they'll think about their exes. They chase after emotional connections, even if they're short-lived with the Knight of Cups in reverse. And they'll go back to their exes or people that they know cared about them at one point just to get an emotional fix. You know? You'll know who this person is because after they get their emotional fix from you, you won't hear from them again. Because with the Eight of Cups in reverse, they're going to reunite with the person that they're on the outs with. You were just like, if this happened to you, respectfully, you was just like a placeholder so this person wouldn't feel a void, an emotional void. So if you found yourself pouring out to them or kind of licking their wounds or something, and then they disappear with the Eight of Cups, is because they go back to what matters most or who matters most, you know? So you got to be mindful of that. If someone just pops up out of the blue and they're on some emotional shit, you ain't talked to them in years, you got to look into that. Because they could just be using you for an emotional crutch. Because you were the last person that cared about them. Bottom of the deck is the Queen of Cups in reverse. So they have somebody that they in some type of emotional manipulative connection with. Don't allow somebody, and they're gonna come with the devil card like lusty. They're gonna be like emotionally manipulative and lusty at the same time. Yeah, Lily Cat. Yeah, so be mindful of that, gang. 9 of Wands in reverse at the bottom of the deck. They're just gonna be like coming to get your defenses down. This is somebody that just wants to see like if they can still come back to you, if you're gonna put up boundaries, or if you're gonna let them all the way back in. It don't look like you are though. 2 of Pentacles in reverse. You probably like, oh hell no. Oh hell no, tonight. You don't deserve that, baby. You an earth angel. You don't deserve that. Yeah, so don't let nobody come in and play with your heart, play with your feelings. These are the types of people, court card energy with the Queen of Cups, Knight of Cups, both being in reverse. These are the types of people that will play on the soft spots you have for them. These are the type of people that you welcome that can't reciprocate the type of love that you have, but they want it. You know? These are the type of people that's like, wow, I know collective always loved me. Let me go back over there while I'm in separation with this other person. That's good. That's good you didn't bite. I'm proud of you, shit. Show me this, please, Spirit. Yeah, via text. You can feel emotion via text though tonight. You already know. Yeah, 3 of Wands in reverse. You like absolutely not. The buck stops here. You're not granting re-entry to anybody from the past, anybody that played with your feelings. You're not granting re-entry to them, which is good because things are on your side of the table. Things are on the up and up. You know, things are looking up for you. So you really shouldn't be entertaining nobody from the past at all. You know, you've learned the lessons. And you so, like, with the King of the King of Pentacles being out here twice, you are so solid. Like, if people need you in the clutch, you gonna be right there. So it's really no need, gang, for people to try to emotionally manipulate you. You already solid. Like, and I'm not advocating for emotional manipulation, but I'm gonna say it. If they were gonna emotionally manipulate somebody, it should be the people that's shortchanging them, that's not showing up for them, if they want to use that as a tactic. But don't come to the King of Pentacles, the Sun energy, the Temperance energy, someone that's solid, that's already peaceful with the Temperance, that's already giving. Why go to them and manipulate them and try to like pull from them? They already showing they solid. You know, so don't let nobody play with you like that. Because they'll try to say little things to pull on your heartstrings to make you go against your better judgment or prove how solid you are when it's already here on the table. You're solid enough. You don't get higher than the King of Pentacles. You're already solid. Alexander, if you want a reading, you can go to my link right here in the description box below, and you can find my calendar and all the different types of readings I offer. All right, let's see, gang. And this is why they're losing out here with the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, Page of Pentacles in reverse, Four of Pentacles. It's because They have a user-like spirit, and they wanna override people, you know? They wanna manipulate people. And that's the thing. With the Four of Pentacles, I'm picking up on the energy for you guys as well. Coming from this King of Pentacles standpoint, when you already know that you're solid, you have to guard that. You have to guard that, because people will try to make you feel, because the King of Pentacles is very dutiful, you know? Like, oh, well, that's my duty. That's my responsibility. Or, the King of Pentacles likes to show up and be solid for people. You have to know that you have to guard that. And just because somebody comes knocking don't mean you let them in. Especially if they've burnt that bridge with you before, you was solid with them and they tried to play on that. People take solid people as weak people. And if you like kind too with the temperance, and you really, mild mannered, and you're not always going off, people tend to put you in this box of like, oh, that's just how they're gonna always be. You're right, Savon. You're right. You're right. You're absolutely right. And so, one thing is, the King of Pentacles can be, people only see the King of Pentacles as, oh, they just making money. They just worry about legacy. They didn't become the king for nothing. So the King of Pentacles has a temper as well. They've been long suffering. So maybe you feel like you guys have been long suffering for people, but people could have been, with that Knight of Cups, Queen of Cups reverse, very dismissive to your feelings. Because that can happen with this King of Pentacles energy. People can dismiss your feelings, but still want you to stand in the gap for them. Don't do that for anybody. You know? Okay, let's move forward. Yeah, but they're in a tower moment, and if you feel like you've been rejected by this person, it was actually redirection. Spirit didn't want you in this person's life when they were having this tower moment. You'll know this because when you're around this person, you seem to lose a lot of money. You seem to be agitated, or you feel defensive, you know?
This year, Rachel will get Anna a $200 coat for just $75. But Anna doesn't get to know that because it's what she thought.
Okay.
Yes.
Let's see, gang.
Higher price reflects comfortable national pay. Please call the JC.
You know, I like our crew. I like our crew, gang. I like how we all just be chilling. Okay, let's see here. Chino, Scott. I love y'all. All right, let's see. Okay, so Knight of Wands in reverse here. Oh, there go Chino and Scott showing out. All right, moderators. Yep, Savon. What's this Knight of Wands in reverse, please? All right, y'all don't start tonight. Don't start tonight. I clarify the Knight of Wands in reverse and get the Seven of Pentacles here. So this Knight of Wands is thinking about things in reverse. They're thinking about all the opportunities they let slip by. And we gotta keep our eye on Chino and Scott. I don't know. We ain't never seen them in the same room at the same time. Gotta keep our eye on them. They're suspicious. Yeah, so they thinking about, opportunities they've let slip by due to their inconsistencies. And they like, man, this Knight of Wands person, they're like, man, I should have did this, I should have did that. I should have took the opportunity when this happened. Like, this Knight of Wands is really reevaluating their decisions, choices, directions they chose to move in versus the directions they didn't. They're also realizing how they discarded something of value to go towards something that ended up being short-lived. Show me this, please. Yeah, the Star in reverse. Can't show it. Definitely not on this card. They wilding on this card. But she's gorgeous. Yeah. Star in reverse here. Oh, if y'all want to get this deck game, this is the Gilded Tarot Royale by Cheryl Marchetti and Barbara Moore. I bought this deck a long time ago, but I hardly ever use it. But tonight it was calling me. This deck is by the same person who put the Kipper deck out, just in case you was wondering. But this is a beautiful deck. It shuffles really good too. I love this deck. I just love my old deck. So that's why I use my old deck a lot. I love it. But anyway, that's not the point. Star in reverse here. So this Knight of Wands in reverse, this person is also thinking about, like, when they had the chance to heal, they chose other things. They're regretting a lot of stuff. I feel like it's part of their healing process, but they have to recognize that in order to, like, really step into it. Show me this, please. Eight of Wands in reverse. Now they feel directionless. They don't know what to do, where to go. It could have burned a lot of bridges as well. Six of Pentacles in reverse here at the bottom of the deck. They could need help, but with the Eight of Wands in reverse, representing, yes, arrows, but also like travel, moving towards something, opportunities. This person doesn't have that with the Six of Pentacles in reverse because they burned so many bridges, being selfish with the Six of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah. They've been very selfish to other people. They always put their needs first. They could have even taken from people who didn't have a lot to give. So they're feeling, like they don't know where to turn, what to do. Who can I call to get some help right now? They wondering if they can call you, because with this Eight of Wands in reverse, they could also be thinking about how every time they were with you, things was moving. And what I'm hearing, it was things that they took for granted, though. It was things that they took for granted. Like how if they always call, you would answer. Or if they always had something they were trying to do, you knew how to plan it out. You knew how to get things done. And they're really reflecting on that with the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. In the upright. Show me this, please. Emperor reverse. They're thinking about how they could have been out of control, or they're thinking about how they could have been very controlling to you, whether it was overtly or subtly. They wish they would have had more discipline too. Self-discipline. Bottom of the deck is the 9 of Pentacles in reverse. So they're thinking about, like, they didn't invest well. They were too dependent on, like, the village. Instead of, like, the kingdom. And that's where they fucked up at. Can you guys hear me? You can hear me? Okay. Yeah, Tower in reverse. Yeah. A lot of regrets here. A lot of regrets. Hey, Ezra, where you been? Yeah. A lot of regrets. This Emperor in reverse, Knight of Wands in reverse, has somebody like, I could have been the king. Somebody's dramatic. Knight of Wands is fire energy, so they would be dramatic. But somebody could be thinking that to themselves, like, I could have been the king. Or I had this, I had that. Like, somebody's on that type of time. Oh, well, shit. What do we have? What is this? Page of Pentacles. Damn, they like, I could have been the king. Now I'm starting all over again. So this person could have had a fall from grace. Knight of Pentacles in reverse. They could have gotten off track, paying more attention to the village than the kingdom. And fell off. And this is not to disgrace anybody, because anybody can fall off. So I'm not, celebrating that. I'm just saying, with this 9 of Pentacles in reverse, they could have fallen off. Knight of Pentacles in reverse, they could have had a fall from grace. 6 of Wands in reverse. And now they are seeing themselves starting back at 1. This person could like Brian McKnight, but that's controversial for the shit he been in the media about lately. So I don't even want to go there. But I don't know why that song would pop up in my head when I'm listening to Lofi shit. So they could have had a fall from grace. Now they have to start at the page. And it's funny because the Knight of Pentacles in reverse back to the Page of Pentacles anyway. So it was like they fell off track. They wasn't on Nadine. Scott said weird men ruin good music. Right, Scott, because I used to love that song back in the day. That's crazy. Now I don't even want to sing it. Yeah, so now this person is like, now I gotta be seen as the pauper. Now I gotta be seen as starting over again or not having everything. So this person could have had a gang of shit. This person could have had cars, money, whatever, gang of clothes, all the things. And, now they don't have that. And so they have to start over. I'm also hearing, too, I don't see the Page of Cups out here, but I feel like what I'm hearing, not what I feel like, I'm hearing this person feels like they owe a lot of people an apology. But I don't feel like, they're only going to apologize to the people that they can use. They're not going to apologize to the people that truly deserve it. They're going to apologize to the people that they can still emotionally manipulate or something like that. Show me this. Yeah. King of Wands in reverse. Definitely somebody had a fall from grace. And what did I just say? I could have been the king. Or I was the king. Spirit ain't gonna ever hold you. Bottom of the deck is the Page of Wands in reverse too. A lot of wands. So this is somebody that was real like flashy, outgoing, you know, chatting up everybody, you know. Confirmation, my little baby. Yeah. They could have been always on the scene, you know. People flock to this person. And even if you don't want to hear this person's still getting to something. This person's still getting to something with the Page of Pentacles. It may not be in the capacity that they were when y'all was around this person. They got a little something still. They still, because you know, the Page of Wands in reverse is like a smooth talker, like a quick talker, you know? They could low-key sell a fish to water, or water to a fish. Yeah. But they're in this position right now where they are realizing they ain't gonna have to backtrack on a lot of lies that they told in order to regain some type of, Spirit says, popularity. So I don't know if this person is in the public eye in some kind of way, or you know, if they like a ghetto superstar, you know what I'm saying, like a hood celebrity. I don't know. But yeah, Tanaya, to get the gap, yeah. So yeah, this person is gonna be going back on a lot of things that they said. And it's gonna put them in a negative light here with the King of Pentacles, King of Wands in reverse, Knight of Pentacles in reverse. It's gonna take away people's trust in them to like be capable of anything. So they've lost a lot of trust from people around them as well. Spirit is saying, yeah, it's due to some lies and a lot of broken promises, things they didn't keep their word on. Show me this, please. Yeah, bottom of the deck before I shuffle is the Justice in reverse. So yeah, this person did a lot of, Spirit says heinous, heinous acts towards people. Knight of Pentacles in reverse. And the Knight of Swords in reverse come with this Justice in reverse. So this person was just moving reckless. I'm telling you, yeah, they was just doing shit. Spirit had to sit them down. Knight of Pentacles in reverse twice. Because they was just doing shit. Like, it had no meaning. It wasn't taking them anywhere. And it was hurting people. Bottom of the deck is the Six of Wands in reverse. A lot of wands in this spread. So it's actions. So someone's actions is why they are having this fall from grace here with the Six of Wands in reverse. They're not trustworthy either. That's coming out very loud. With the Justice in reverse and the Knight of Pentacles in reverse twice, they're not trustworthy. Spirit says they don't even trust themselves. That's a dangerous person. All right, let's see. Yeah, so I mean, and you know, it's funny because people like that, and it's probably something that bothers you, but people like that seem to always have like diehard fans or diehard supporters who see that they are like corrupt or mean or whatever, and they still be rallying for them, you know. And that could be something that upsets you, like, y'all don't see how this person is, or something like that. Okay. What do we have for the collective, please? Queen of Pentacles. I'm telling you, when I pull your energy, it's money cards. Lots of good energy for you. You started off the reading with as the sun. Right? Temperance in the upright position. King of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles, the High Priestess. Yeah, so now you got this Queen of Pentacles energy out here. You could be thinking long-term investment. If you notice on the gate next to this Queen of Pentacles, there's a peacock, right? But the peacock's feathers aren't up. I feel like some of you have a right to peacock and you don't. Like somebody is so solid, somebody has endured a lot and still stayed well put together and very down to earth. And I feel like you've cared and nurtured in spaces where it wasn't so pleasant. And with this peacock next to you, it's representing like your right to kind of show off if you wanted to pop your shit if you wanted to. But somebody is so down to earth that they just choose not to. Now, there's people on the outside looking in that feel like you're small because of this. But the Queen of Pentacles is very down to earth. Some may even say humble. I clarify this Queen of Pentacles and get the Nine of Pentacles in the upright. Yeah. It's like you self-made. With the Queen of Pentacles and the Nine of Pentacles, this is like somebody who's self-made. And if you wanted to talk your shit, you could. You could be like, no, I'm self-made. I bust my ass for everything I have. I've put in work. The Queen of Pentacles is not afraid of work. You know what I'm saying? And so I feel like some of you have earned that right to say these things. But for some reason, your peacock feathers are down. Thank you for the super chat, Lily Cat. I appreciate you, babes. But for some reason, your peacock feathers are down. Now, I want you to pay attention to this inside of you because I don't want you going around like shrinking yourself. And I know when I say this, you're gonna think about the Matrix, but I want you to open your mind away from the Matrix when I say this. Say like you got a gang of degrees or something, or you bust your ass in school for something. Yes, that's part of the Matrix, but we're talking about your energetic signature and how you're capable of pushing through and earning and going after things that you want. You have a right to say what you've learned, what you've done, what you've accomplished, what you've brought forward, what you've been able to maintain. You need to look at those things in your life. Your day to peacock will come, you know? Because you could have been around people who only lead with their traumas and their failures. And that's why your peacock feathers are down. Because you don't want to be seen as showing off or being braggadocious or whatever. But I mean, shit. It's the energy of the pentacles. It's what made you. So what the fuck? Nine of Pentacles. You did it on your own. Nobody was sitting down studying with you, writing those papers for you and all of that shit. You know, studying for finals and midterms and shit. Like, nobody was doing that shit with you. You have a right to hang your shit on the wall. Say what you've been through, you know, what you've been able to accomplish and maintain. And people around you are going to look at you as peacocking and you really ain't even put that thing on yet. That's the thing too. With the Queen of Pentacles energy here, people may see you as a show off. But you're really not. You're not showing off like you could be. Confirmation, Ace of Swords. They could be intimidated by your intelligence, so they want to shrink you. Who gives a fuck? You telling the truth. Are you better with the Queen of Pentacles, the Ace of Swords? Speak your truth. Yeah, Judgment in the upright position here. You might have to let a motherfucker know, like, you ain't no dummy or something like that. Cause you're not showing off enough. You're not. You know when a peacock is near, the feathers is big, beautiful. That's why they call it peacocking for. I know that's a term that's kind of used for men, but you know, we're dealing with the energy here. I don't feel like you're showing off enough with the Judgment and the Ace of Swords. Yeah, show me this, please. The Two of Swords, you overthinking it. You need to, thank you. Stop considering people at this. I'm getting the ick. Stop considering people. Two of Swords with the Three of Swords here. You're considering people who don't give a fuck about you with the Three of Swords. You need to stop being like, oh, well, they're going to feel like I'm a know-it-all, Ace of Swords Judgment. They're going to feel like this. If I showcase this or I say I know this or I show I've accomplished this, like they're going to feel like, fuck them. Stop considering people when it comes to your shit. They're not considering you and they don't have to. And you don't have to. Stop considering people. With the Three of Swords, these are people that want to see you lose anyway. They want to see you heartbroken. Heart so damaged that you can't showcase nothing. You've accomplished shit while your heart was broken. Six of Wands. So why not showcase and be proud? Like some of you guys with the Two of Swords and the Three of Swords, you could have had to make some of the hardest decisions of your life or mentally strenuous decisions on what you're going to give up and what you're going to keep and what you're going to do. And you wasn't going through heartbreak making these decisions. You was going through loss making these decisions. So stop considering motherfuckers' feelings when you want to talk about your story, what you've been through, how you came out on the other side. Show me this. Ashe, the Magician. How you manifested yourself up out of a shitty situation. How were you manifesting through all of these losses is what the people want to know. How are you still able to create when in this state of loss. Spirit says that I put you in. So somebody purposely get your ass out of here, Siri. So these could possibly be people who put you through situations to lose. Or if they had nothing to do with it, they sat by and watched. You know. But you were still able to manifest even while taking losses with the Two of Swords, even not knowing which way to go. You were still able to make something shake. Show me this. Hey, Lindsay Lou. Yeah. 8 of Pentacles, 10 of Swords. 8 of Pentacles in reverse, too. With the 10 of Swords. Yeah. It was like, even when shit wasn't supposed to work out, Major Arcana, the Magician in the Upright, it still did. You were put in positions where shit just wasn't supposed to work out. But it still did. 10 of Swords represents backstabbing. 8 of Pentacles, this could have been even in the workplace. You could have resistance in the workplace. You could have people backstabbing you at work. But with the Magician, you still show up and make shit happen. Yeah. You got some kind of animosity in the workplace here. Whatever your workplace may be. And if you work from home, you might need to check your pets because they got some hidden animosity with your punk ass too. It might be the pets, gang. They might got a little bone to pick with you. You know? They be talking shit. They ain't paid now bill. Yeah, Scott, the dog's mad at you. I didn't want to bring it up. But they might be a little mad at you. Yeah, beef from the furry co-workers. Look, co-workers ain't exempt just based on fur or no fur. You know? We gotta watch everybody. Because somebody, pet, has a diabolical plan to take over the world. I'm with them, though. I'm on their side. So, they want to take over the world. Just tell me what I need to do. And I will play my part, furry friends. Okay? That's definitely your cat, H33. That's definitely your cat. What do we have for the collective, please? Page of Wands in reverse. Yeah, somebody's talking shit, gang. What is this Page of Wands in reverse, please? Strength in reverse. Wow, somebody's got weak character here. Yeah, somebody don't follow through with nothing. Nothing. Yeah. Somebody too, gossip is their weakness. Like somebody can't resist the tea on somebody else's life. That's their downfall. That's something that's closing somebody off from opportunities too. Being in other people's business. Show me this. Six of Cups. They be talking about the past, though. Somebody stuck on the past. Somebody still gossiping about shit from the past, though. Somebody still talking shit about shit from years and years ago. Don't nobody want to hear that shit. Like, don't nobody care. Show me this. Nine of Swords in reverse. Yeah, don't nobody care. So this is somebody, they probably talking to people that they used to know about people that they used to know. Or they talking about people to people they know now about people they used to know. Anybody that'll listen, somebody is gonna talk about the past. Somebody does not let go of the past. Shut your stupid ass up. Oh, God. Yeah. The trolls be trolling, boy. Yeah, don't nobody want to hear that shit. And you mad because you probably a motherfucker that's still talking about somebody that made you mad years ago that ain't thinking about you, that done moved on with their life, and you still stuck in the past. You still gossiping about the old people because you can't get next to the new version of them. Oh, come on here, Matt. You gonna click on this live, you ain't gonna hear everything you want to hear. You gonna hear some shit you need to hear. And that's up to you. Show me this. Four of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, they need to just let go. They need to let it go. Yeah, and they not, because they want justice. Somebody still want justice for some shit that happened a long time ago. The thing is, they ain't gave they self justice. And I'm not talking about doing nothing baneful towards nobody. Give yourself justice by letting go. Let that shit go. That don't mean you forgive them or that you weak with the strength in reverse. Because sometimes people think, oh, if I let go of this little emotional angst or beef I got with somebody, that makes me weak. So they spend a lifetime, Six of Cups, holding on to bullshit from the past and still talking about it to anybody that'll listen. It don't matter how many years it's been. This person is never going to let it go. They could be in a happy relationship and they still going to be angry about the past. And you got to be careful with those people, because they'll talk so much shit about the person in their past, get in a new relationship, and then when that person from the past even act like they want to be with them, they going to move on it. Because they never let it go. And that's going to be the justice. That person coming back. In their mind, that's going to be the justice. But it ain't. So you also got to be careful with those people too. Especially if they hung up on the ex and it's been years and years and years. It's still something there. Better be careful. If you getting in the beginning stages of dating somebody and meeting somebody, and all they can talk about is their ex or other people, that's a telltale sign right there that they're not over those people, or they're still in some type of on again, off again, push and pull shit with somebody. You get with somebody and all they want to talk to you about is their ex, or all they want to talk to you is about other people that want to date them and all that stuff. That's a red flag. That's a red flag. I don't care if even if in the same breath they be like, yeah, but I don't want to be with them no more. I don't care about none of that. They care. Because why are you talking to somebody else about it if you don't care? What do we have for the collective, please? Strength in reverse. Again, see? Yeah. No, somebody's weakness is the past. And I've seen people ruin Beautiful relationships. And I'm not talking about me dating. I'm talking about shit I've seen in the world. People will be manifesting these beautiful relationships into their life. They get it, but they still ain't let go of the past. And when that person from the past smell that they've actually moved on, not moved on to just like a fuck buddy or somebody that you in a situationship with. When they smell that you've actually moved on to somebody that gonna treat you right, honey, you about to be tested. And they gonna pop back in. And it's gonna be up to you. Or up to them or whatever. Because some people be feeling like, oh, I've healed. I'm doing better. I got more money. I'm looking better. I want the person from the past to come back and see me now. Come back and you a fold. Just because of that nostalgia and that justice and that closure and that shit you want from that desire of being desired by the past. Now that you're doing better, you feel you be on a different type of high then. So you got to really temper yourself. You'll fuck around and let that person from the past come back. Knight of Cups in reverse. Page of Wands in reverse. They say all the right things. You'll start letting the person go that's been holding you down this whole time. Loving on you. You'll let that motherfucker down. Go back to the past and then they'll let you down. Now they high and you low. They didn't swap with your ass without you even knowing. Better clear that shit up now. You trying to call in new love. If you trying to call in new love, but you still sitting around mad about the old love and it's been years, that's something you're going to have to purify your heart from so you can move on. And I'm not talking about, oh, I say I moved on, so I did. No. If every time something happens, you still thinking about that old person, you still mad about it, better let that shit go. You better start telling yourself you ain't got no exes. Out of sight, out of mind. Don't hold no emotional space for these motherfuckers because it's going to block your heart chakra. Ace of Cups in reverse. Remember, at the top of the reading, it's going to block your heart chakra from receiving love for somebody who may just be gentle. See, that's the thing, too. When people used to chaotic relationships and toxic shit, they get with somebody who's calm and who's emotionally intelligent. Motherfuckers ain't used to dating nobody or being with nobody that's emotionally intelligent. Because when someone is emotionally intelligent, they're not jumping at everything to argue about. They're not overreacting about everything. They're not always hyper vigilant, looking for something to find a problem in. They be real chill, nonchalant even. People not used to that. So when they come out of these chaotic relationships and they come into contact with someone who's like that, they think that person don't care. They think that person is avoiding or whatever because that person is chilling and they know that divine alignment and divine order is what's going to run a relationship, but they still going to show up. They're going to show up. They're going to be loving. They're going to be graceful, but they're not going to react to the chaos that you're used to. They just not. And they're not going to prove nothing because they're feeling like you should be able to read their character. That's why you gotta learn people's love language. A calm person gonna seem boring to somebody that's always in some drama. Yeah. So, show me this strength in reverse, please. And some people are very secure in their womanhood, in their manhood. So with the 9 of Pentacles in reverse, they're not looking for anything codependent to that extent. Codependent is like two people needing each other but feeding off of something that keeps them together. when you run into an emotionally intelligent person, they don't want to play that game. They want to maintain their individuality. You maintain your individuality, but the relationship be sacred. So this is not someone who's gonna respond well to like games. Oh, I text them at 10:30. They didn't text me back till 11:05. Now I'm not gonna respond to their text until 3:30. Like shit like that. That's toxic. This type of person is not gonna play that game with you. And this is the type of shit people don't like. People with the strength in reverse and the 9 of Pentacles in reverse, these are the types of people that like to trigger you into submission, trigger you into like proving something or saying something or doing something, and then it instantly, if you are highly intelligent and sensitive and intuitive, you get turned off immediately. You get turned off immediately, and you just kind of like, oh yeah, this ain't for me. I'm gonna have to pull back because I don't like drama. Some people literally don't like drama, and it's hard for people who love it to believe that. But an emotionally intelligent person isn't gonna play that game with you. They're gonna tell you they love you, and then they're gonna show you. Yeah, in friendships too, intellectual wanderer, yeah, in friendships too. So if you're represented by this highly emotionally intelligent person, you probably had a lot of people play like weird games with you like that. Weird emotional games with you like that. Or with the 9 of Pentacles in reverse, you've dealt with people who try to get you hooked into their way of doing things, but it's a weakness. You probably had a lot of people trying to test you with stuff like that. And you fail the test, and they get a self-fulfilling prophecy. But they don't understand it's your emotional intelligence and your intuitive energy that makes you pull away. You didn't fail by universal way. You failed by their emotional immaturity way. And then you get justice here in the upright position. So that's why you don't play these EQ games with people. You let them play themselves out. It's less of a headache down the line anyway. Because you shouldn't be testing adults in like all these childlike games with the Page of Wands in reverse. Nobody has room for that. Well, anybody that's trying to make something of themselves or heal, yeah, the Empress in the upright, they don't have time for that. The Empress is already nurturing and full and abundant. You think the Empress has time to play those types of games? No, they have things to maintain. The Justice is represented by the scales. That's keeping things balanced. That's what the Empress is doing right now. That's the Empress's justice. Keeping themselves balanced. Taking good care of themselves. The Empress is all about, well, not all about, but a lot about self-care. Those long hot baths, the pedicures, the manicures, the hair upkeep, the skincare regimen, the putting healthy foods in their body, being with animals, nature. Like, the Empress doesn't have time to play fucking games with anybody. Because they know that they can attract so much. They try to stay on the right side of things with the Justice and the upright by staying away from anybody that would be a provoking spirit. A provoking spirit is just what I said. Somebody that's going to test you, play little games with you to see your reaction, see what you're going to do. The Empress doesn't have time to be around provoking spirits. Those people are dangerous to be around. They'll put you in dangerous situations to prove something to themselves and to prove something to the lower aspect of their ego. The Empress is we went from the Queen of Pentacles, the Nine of Pentacles, to the Empress. So this is somebody that's acquired too much, worked too hard on themselves to allow that to happen, even on a small scale. And they feel like that's what's going to keep them on the right side of karma, if you want to say. Clarify this energy. I get the Ten of Wands in reverse. This is how they keep other people's shit off of them. This is how they stay not being guilty by association. This is how they stay burdenless, if that's even a word. But external burdens. Because one of the things I'm seeing here is this Empress has mastered carrying a lot with the Ten of Wands in reverse. And they've mastered it to the point where they don't want to have to carry a lot anymore. So now with the Justice, they're trying to make sure everything in their life is balanced out so they don't always have to be carrying extra shit, extra baggage, other people's insecurities, problems, expectations, animosity, bullshit, emotions. The Empress is tired, is over that. She's called Justice in now. Show me this, please. So if you think you present, and this is important, if someone thinks they're going to present themselves as an extra problem to this Empress, they're going to see justice be brought to them for this. Empress is not carrying anything else anymore. And what's going to happen is that's going to become a problem to someone who's used to making you carry something. And if they come towards you in any type of negative way, whether that be in the spiritual or the physical, emotionally or mentally, justice will be brought to them for that. What is this Ten of Wands energy, please? King of Swords in reverse. Yeah, because you're dealing with somebody that's conceited. I don't even want to say conceited. They're like, it's not conceited. Spirit said it's not conceited. They're like, they're like controlling, but mentally. Queen of Swords comes out with it. So this could be a man or a woman for you. But anyway, whatever you're no longer willing to put up with anymore, this is going to trigger these court card, these people. These people are about to be triggered by that. And they're going to become like vengeful with their words. So they might go on like a smear campaign about you. They may make up lies because these two in reverse never tell the truth. They're going to make up lies about why you're only focusing on yourself. And they're going to make it seem like you never was there. But with the Empress, you were always nurturing. Bottom of the deck is the Queen of Cups in the upright. But for those of you, I just heard that saying that says, who doesn't mind matters, and who matters, who, some shit. I don't know. I'm just hearing that. Who, what? I don't know. Y'all probably know it. Queen of Cups. Yeah, so people who know your heart are going to be the ones that still stick around. Two of Wands in reverse when everybody else leaves. Because there are going to be some people that's going to believe the lies. And they're going to choose a side here with the Two of Wands in reverse. And with the Ten of Cups in reverse, it's not going to be your side. I'll tell you straight up. With the Ten of Cups in reverse, they're not going to choose your side. Not a lot of people, but, you know, enough to clear the snakes from the grass. I clarify this energy. I get the Six of Wands in reverse. And this is actually a blessing in disguise for you. People not choosing your side and not sticking up for you, or not just knowing your heart and they fall off. With the Six of Wands, this is even better for you. This is even better for you. The trash took itself out. You know what I mean? The trash takes itself out here. So stay in your heart chakra. You know, because you don't want to harden so much till you're not able to extend compassion to yourself for what you've been through. Because that can happen. You can take on other people's shame and guilt and perceptions of you. Don't do that. Don't do that. Show me this, please. Yeah, because with the Six of Wands, you're still going to be successful despite what anybody is thinking, feeling, choosing up, whatever. You're still going to be successful. You just got to know it's just going to make, with the Five of Wands here and the Nine of Cups in reverse, it's just going to make a lot of people unhappy. But it doesn't matter because you don't have to live your life for them and they don't have to live their life for you. So for some of you, this might be family. That's the only people that could low key, on a very low scale, get a pass for feeling like that. Now, if this is external people that ain't even in your waking life, that they really need to pull back. That's psychotic. But for some of you, this might be family with the Ten of Cups in reverse that wanted you to live your life a certain way that was acceptable to them or some other shit. Or for you to keep toxic cycles and generational curses going. You finding happiness outside of that. And that's very triggering for them. You know, because even if family is fucked up, people still feel like it's family overall. And I'm family, so I should be able to treat you fucked up, and you should be able to get over it quicker because I'm family. You supposed to kiss their ass because they family, even if they're being disrespectful to you and unsupportive to you. You're supposed to just endure it because it's family. But that's not true. So, you know, I know that's hard for some people to accept because people feel like family is everything, and I respect that. But sometimes you gotta move on, you know. Queen of Cups, Empress, Justice, especially if they see you trying. Bottom of the deck, Five of Wands. I see somebody here with a good heart who's just trying to grow and live a peaceful life, and it's just so much confrontation around it. You got the Five of Wands twice. It's just other people not wanting to see people happy with the Nine of Cups in reverse and the Five of Wands twice. It's like some people don't understand live and let live. And nobody wants to be constantly criticized or up under a microscope for living life on their own terms. Especially if it's not hurting anyone. It's not hurting anyone. It's not taking anything from anyone. They're not hurting themselves. What's the problem? You know? Queen of Cups and the Empress and the Justice, like somebody's heart is in the right place. You ever heard that saying about how the Egyptians would like weigh your heart towards a feather or something like that? I don't know right now, but y'all know that. The Queen of Cups, the Empress, and the Justice and the Scales here. It's like somebody just tries to keep their heart on the light side of things. Yeah, Maya, thank you. You know? Somebody just tries to keep their heart in balance. So if somebody is trying to bring confrontation to this this person here. They're gonna have another force to deal with. All right. All right, let's see, gang. What do we have for the collective, please? The death in reverse. So something's not going to change. But that could be good or bad. Let's see. What's not changing? Can you show me, please? Spirit. The Hierophant. Spirit says, oh, I'm not changing. Okay. Spirit says, I'm steadfast. I'm always here. I'm omnipotent or something like that. I'm the beginning and the end, so I never leave. You could also have thank you, Spirit. You could also have 10 of Pentacles. You could also have like an ancestor who's like, I'm not dead. They're saying to somebody with the 10 of Pentacles in reverse and the 5 of Pentacles, they're like, we gotta, what needs to change though is our ancestry, our bloodline. Somebody don't want to hear this. High Priestess though. So somebody ancestor is like, I lived through you. And they're saying like, why is our family in shambles? Why has our family always been in shambles is what they're saying to me. Why is our family, not like they're asking you to tell them why, but like a rhetorical question maybe even. Like, why is our family always at odds? Like every generation, why is it always at odds is what they're saying. 5 of Cups in reverse, they're like, why can't everybody just get over it? Why? Yeah, this is a spirit. This is an ancestor. The Hermit represents a ghost. Yeah, they're around. They're quiet though. They're around, but they're quiet. They just, they're in the spirit. But with the with the 8 of Wands here, they're still making things move. They also may be ready to communicate in some aspect with the 8 of Wands and the High Priestess and the Hermit. They're like ready to speak intuitively to you. Yeah. Remember I said earlier I didn't see the Page of Cups? Well, the Page of Cups comes out here. They feel like there's apologies in order, but they also feel like there's a mending in order. With the Death card in reverse, they're also saying that it shouldn't take death for like people to realize people's impact on their life, the closeness, the love. Page of Cups, the innocence. Like they're really saying that. Like it shouldn't take death for anyone to realize how much they love somebody. 5 of Cups in reverse, Page of Cups. Okay, baby, I'm almost done. Okay, and this is very important. Okay. 4 of Cups in reverse. They know there's some things that you may feel like that have been unforgivable. 4 of Cups in reverse, but with the Chariot and the 8 of Swords in reverse, they're like, no, but we got to hurry up and fix this. There's some type of urgency they feel to mend something. 2 of Cups. Yeah, some type of urgency. Yeah, Ashe. Devil in reverse, to delete something, to stop something, to reverse something. Yeah, 8 of Swords in reverse. Excuse me, 9 of Swords in reverse. To release some type of mental anguish, anxiety, uh, mental anguish. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But, somebody's heart light is turned off. King of Cups in reverse. So that's going to be a mission in itself. Yeah, that upset my little baby. And my baby's psychic, so that must mean somebody needs to do what the card said. Yeah, you do. And he just ate. He got a little snack. Well, I'm about to give him a snack after this. A little fresh water. So he ain't wanting for nothing. Got a little cuddles in. He just only pop in when a message needs to be solidified. Yeah, but somebody need to turn a little heart light back on. So a situation can heal. But the reason I sigh like that is because even when Spirit is giving me those messages, they also sometimes show me the other person's energy, or the resistance in between the energy, the resistance in the heart space, the resistance in the emotion, and the lower aspect of the ego and the pride. And so it's a sigh for me because I have to feel that. So it's like, damn, somebody just feel like, well, we can't, you know, come back together. And that's disheartening, because we need each other. We got the 5 of Swords in reverse with the 3 of Cups in the upright. Okay, so yeah, there's going to be a celebration that brings everybody together. 3 of Pentacles. And I heard celebration of life, right? And I'm just, I can't impose my own will onto these cards or the messages, but I just, in my heart, I hope it's not like celebration of life like that. A lot of people have lost so many people and stuff like that. That's why the spirit is saying, like, don't let it be that. You know, like, let it be like a birthday that brings everybody together, where everybody's still alive, is what my heart wants to feel. You know. See, and then my son like, Mom, don't cry, because I just hate when family can't be together. I think that's so important. Family is so important. But I know that there's things that are unmendable. I know, I respect, I'm unbiased, but I just, you know, Emperor reverse. Yeah, somebody's just like gonna stop being controlling, stop being, just let things happen the way they supposed to happen. Three of Wands in reverse. It's going to be one person who let their ego block them off from this opportunity. It's going to be one person that feel like they got to be right. So, yeah. You can't live for everybody, gang. It is what it is. All right, let's move forward. If something is mendable, mend it. I'm not telling nobody to go back to no abusive space, no crazy shit like that. I'm talking about if something is mendable, and it's worth it, then do it. If it's not, then of course you know not to do it. Don't give your free will over to a general tarot reading. You know, don't ever do that. But if something's mendable, maybe do it. But if they crazy and abusive and all that stuff, then don't do it. You know, don't do it. All right. Let's see. All right, what do we have here? Okay, baby. All right. All right. I know. Okay, let's see, guys. Fucking shit. Do you even want to talk? Okay, Kipper don't want to talk. Only card that came out was the gift. He said that's it. Well, shit, we'll take it. You about to be giving back a lot of things. You're about to, the Spirit says gifted back. You're about to be gifted back a lot of things that were taken from you. Yeah. All right. I'll be out there in a minute. You'll get snack. I'm working. Hey, this one snack. Bottom of the deck, yeah. Great fortune in reverse. So that something could have been taken from you. You about to get it back. Yeah. The universe about to give it back to you. All right. Well, that's all the Kipper got. We're going to take it and run. All right. Let's see. All right. Oh, shit. I don't know. You know what I was watching on Tubi earlier? The first Friday. They got all 3 Fridays on Tubi. And Tubi is free. Yeah, you gotta watch ads, but you know. I wasn't really watching it. It was like on the background and on in the background while I was cleaning up and dealing with the kids, well, the babies. Yeah, I got Tubi on my TV. You should get it. Everything's free on Tubi. Yeah, everything's free on there. They got ads though, but I mean, shit. Okay, you guys got the stars. A long journey brings rewards. I told you. I told you. I told you. I told you. Yep. Your hard work is about to pay off. Mm-hmm. You guys got the golem. A close friend acts on your behalf. Wow. So while you're transcending, you're going through different phases. You got somebody that's solid around you. I'm telling you, that Queen of Pentacles, that King of Pentacles, you got somebody solid in your corner. And with the stars, you ever hear when people talk about astrology, tarot, they always talk about the stars. So we are in that element. So when you think about, oh, messages from the stars, think about this kind of energy that we are in when we get into this little portal together. Yeah. So you got spirits that have your back. And this could, I'm telling you, it could even be a trusted friend. Think of someone that you trust, that you know is solid. Yes, that person has your back. They have your best interest at heart. They know how far you've come with the long journey brings rewards. They want to see you succeed. Close friend acts on your behalf. So this is somebody that'll stand up for you. That'll stand in battle with you. You see, they got the knight suit on with the sword. This is somebody that's going to stand in battle with you. They're going to go through the hard times with you. They're not just going to be a fair weather friend. But with the long journey brings rewards, this is not the type of friend that'll leave you when you start doing better. Because we got to look at both sides. Like, some people will be there with you as long as you got a trauma story. When you start doing better, they'll go silent on you. They'll pull back from you. They'll take away their support. They'll stop fucking with you when you started being rewarded for your long journey. This is the type of person that's going to be there through the good and the bad. And that's a true friend. Okay, baby. We probably about to be out of battery anyway. That's the only time well, not the only time, but probably reminding me. Yeah. So you're going to realize, that you got a close friend or an ally in someone that's there with you through the good and the bad. All right, let's see. Wow, you guys got Black Cat. Your luck will soon change. And gang, I hardly ever use this deck for us. This was like one of the first decks I ever bought. But it's still in good condition because I'll be taking care of my shit. But yeah. And my baby crying in the background. Gang. Says your luck will soon change. Yeah. For the better though. Especially when you look at the surrounding energy. A long journey brings reward. And a close friend acts on your behalf. Yeah. Yep. Show me this. Now you know black cats are lucky. They just told you they weren't. Be careful though, because you guys got revelry and indulgence and imagination clouds your judgment. So some of you guys need to be mindful of like overindulging in mind-altering substances. You might see this stroke of luck happen and you want to turn up. Be mindful of that. Make sure that the people that you celebrating with are close friends that'll act on your behalf. Oh, quick story time, and we're going to have to hurry up. But I'm going to tell y'all a quick story real quick. I remember a long time ago, this was a long time ago, probably like 2000, I don't know, but it was the early 2000s. I went to the club with this lady, right? Now we had became friends, but I was like her kid's stylist at the time. So that's how we started linking. So she's like, oh, let's go to the club. I'm like, all right, cool. So we go, I don't know how everybody do it now, but back in the day, we used to go, we link up, we get dressed, we buy like our drinks. and we drive to the club. We drink our shit in the car, and then we go in, you know, and then we might buy a few drinks here and there in the club. But anyway, so that's what we did. We went, we got our drinks and shit. We get to the club, boom, we in the parking lot, we drinking, I'm smoking, she ain't smoke. And so whatever. So then we go in, we party, we have a good time, right? And I have this thing like, if we go together, like we leave together, you know what I'm saying? And so anyway, we dancing and shit, having a good time, and then all of a sudden, like, the club is closing, and I don't see her nowhere, right? I don't see her nowhere. And I thought it was weird because, like, we was just dancing by each other, but, like, maybe for, like, the last 15, 20 minutes, we wasn't. So then, you know, the club started turning on the lights. Like, so I'm calling this bitch. I'm like, hold up. Because I rolled with her. And I was a designated driver back because I was only smoking. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't toasting like that. And so she don't answer the phone. So we gotta leave out the club. So I just walk out the club by myself, girl. It's like 2:30 in the morning, 3 o'clock, whatever. I go outside, I'm looking, and finally I see her car way at the end of the parking lot. Like, she had moved it from where we parked when we got there, because we had parked like right in the front, because it was like ladies free before 9 or 10 or some shit. So we had got there early enough to get a good parking spot. So I see her car parked way at the end. So I'm like, let me go walk down here, right? And I was dancing with a guy, but like, in the culture I grew up with, like, you dance with people, but that don't mean you go together or that you leaving with them. But he did walk me out. So he's like, do you see your friend? I'm like, I think that's her truck down there. He's like, well, I'm gonna walk you down there because it's dark. I'm like, cool, you know. But he was a gentleman. He didn't do nothing wrong. But he walked me down there. Girl, guy, tell me why I get to the freaking truck and they're in the back seat doing only what your imagination can tell you. And I'm like, I didn't know. I had like the other set of keys because I was supposed to be the driver. So I just, like, it was tinted. So I just popped the thing and opened the car, and they in the back seat. And the guy get mad at me. The guy she in the back seat with, she get mad. I'm like, girl, I didn't even know where you was. I've been looking for you. You should have told me you was coming out here. This is dangerous. And the guy that walked me out there, he was like, all right, well, I gotta go. Like, rightfully so. He walked me to the car and knew that I was safe. But he was like, all this other shit, I am not about to be a part of it. So rightfully so, he left. But I was safe. So then she's like, oh, well, I'm so sorry. I'm like, whatever. So then she's like, well, he needs a ride home. That also pissed me off because, like, it's already 2:30 a.m. and I'm already, now I got to drive him home, then you home, then me to my car, then me back to my house. Like, it was just too much. But yeah, so be mindful where it says a close friend acts on your behalf. Be mindful that you got close friends around you with the reverie and indulgence, because you don't want to be around nobody and you too lit to pay attention to your surroundings and know what's going on. And you don't want to be around nobody that's like that. You know? Yeah. And that was a little quick story time. That was a long ass time ago, gang. Probably like 2010, 11, 12. I don't know. It was a long time ago. So don't think that like I'm going out with people like that now. I'm not even a club person anymore. But, you know, we experience things. But, you know, just thank God I always had angels with me. Because who knows what could have happened, you know? But you don't just leave your friends like that to go into the club with nobody. Scott said, now I got to sit in the car with y'all. I mean, right. H3 said, why am I getting mad? Girl, I was mad too. Like, not only are you in the parking lot doing God knows what with somebody we just met in here, but now we gotta drive this fool home too, and you too drunk to drive. It was so hard to go out and have a good time with her because it was just always some stuff, you know. It was just. I mean, but I can't say. Sometimes we had a good time, you know, of course, but that kind of stuff, Okay, so you guys got at the bottom of the deck here, the Hand of Fate. Forces beyond your control intervene. Remember I was saying earlier, if somebody's trying to harm and manipulate somebody that's being kind-hearted and not doing to them, they're going to have to deal with other forces. I feel like somebody who's been an antagonist in your life has forced the forces who walk with you, they've pushed their hand. It's like, okay, now I got to intervene. Now I got to show you. So I feel like that's what's going on here. Mm-hmm. Show me this. Yeah, the Raven. Darkness looms on the horizon. It's like now forces beyond your control have to step in. Mm-hmm. Because a sly, subtle approach is needed. I said is needed. Am I inebriated? A sly, subtle approach is needed. So, yeah. I feel like somebody has been really working on somebody's head. You see how this raven is on this skull like this? Somebody's really been trying to like fuck with the way somebody thinks. Y'all ever heard that old wives' tale in quotations that says like, don't throw your hair in the trash, or like bird's nest in the head type thing? Like somebody has been doing something like that to somebody's mind. Somebody's been trying to like scramble somebody's thoughts or something like that. And they say that because like, don't throw your hair outside. Like, what if a bird picks it up or something? Like, I can't remember how it's worded, but it's I know it. I know it, but I can't remember how it's worded to make y'all understand it or remember it. Like something like a bird's nest in somebody's head, like bird brain energy. Somebody's trying to make somebody be like that. And it's like now spirit has to step in and intervene. Yeah. Yeah, spirit is intervening on your behalf. Honor and good luck. Yeah, spirit is intervening to turn this around in your favor. Hold on, y'all. I'll be right back.
Just almonds, water, and salt. Simple. Like a good walk. Michelle, do you fancy a walk? Okay, we can race. Calafia organic almond milk. Just almonds, water, and salt.
Thanks. This year, there are 4 exciting new iPhones to choose from, including a brand new addition joining the lineup. There's the new iPhone 17, the groundbreaking iPhone Air, a complete
Okay, I'm back. All right. Yeah, so forces beyond your control are intervening. So this could be divine intervention. With the serpent energy, so like for me, the serpent and the snake, yeah, they're one and the same, but I feel like the way in which they're used are a little bit different. I'm also seeing like a kundalini rising for someone. You could have slept with someone who triggered that. And I know that may sound odd, but you could have been intimate with someone who triggered some type of kundalini rising in you. Like a fire being lit back inside of you. It could have sparked some type of creativity inside of you as well. Yeah, but something is happening in your favor. All right, let's see. Choose your words wisely at this time. You got the Sphinx. Can't really show her too much. Choose your words carefully. So if you try to manifest something right now, make sure your intentions are clear and pure. You know what I mean? Yeah, bottom of the deck is water. Emotions are at their peak. Wow. So much with this card. Yeah. Okay, so how can I say this? Orgasmic energy could be very key for someone. Oh, I said key, and look what came out. The fucking key card. Locked doors can now be open. What the fuck? Yeah. Now for my ladies. My 18 plus ladies. You might find yourself wetter than usual. With the water here. Seduction, passion, and romance await. Fire and water. Reckless actions lead to conflict. Woo, honey, be careful. Because I feel like for somebody, y'all might have a very intimate encounter with someone. It could get a little reckless. Yeah. The seer. Follow your intuition. Be mindful of who you interacting with. Now, if it's not physical, be mindful of what you allow yourself to be triggered by. Watch your words wisely. Choose your words wisely. And we are in Mercury retrograde. You don't want to say the wrong thing. Yeah, because that could block you from something. With the gate here, barrier keeps you from your goals. Yeah, so be mindful of what you say right now. What you say could block you off from something. Even if you feel like you got the keys. Your communication or lack thereof, Spirit says, can be what blocks you from something. Keeps you on the other side of the gate. But some of you guys, you may have a very passionate encounter with someone, but it might not end well. Or some of you guys like very aggressive intimacy. But you know, that's show business. We're going to get on out of there. All right, let's see. All right, I want to. All right. As soon as I break the deck, you got a familiar guardian, another black cat that just came out in that other deck too. So, you know, you already know. I feel like deja vu. You already know. Oh shit! Remember on the Matrix when they saw a black cat, it was deja vu. Fucking agent or something coming in. Lord, yeah, you guys are protected from agents too. You know what I'm saying? Shapeshifters. Motherfucking monitoring spirits. Mm-hmm. All right, Spirit, what do we have, please? Was that the Matrix 2 when they had to hold that black cat to travel or something like that? Remember, what movie was that? Where they had to hold that black cat to travel to the next dimension or space or some shit? I know in the Matrix they had the telephone booth. I notice how ain't that many telephone booths anymore. Mm-hmm. What movie was that? We had to hold the... It was Constantine, Chino. Was it Constantine? I think it might have been Constantine. Ain't that with, whatchamacallit? Keanu Reeves? Mm-hmm. I think you're right, Chino. I think it was Constantine. Yeah, he was holding a black cat. Wasn't he like in the tub or some shit like that? I seen one payphone the other day, Tanaya. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Because I know it wasn't John Wick. It had to be Constantine. It had to be. But anywho, we got the Watchtower of the North Winter, and we are in my venture. Yeah, check for me, Chino. Good looking out, Chino. We are closing in on winter. You know, so we got broomstick clearance. Let's read this. So yeah, there's spring cleaning, but there's also winter cleaning that you need to do. Some of you guys need to do a cleanse. It's about to be a cold winter for somebody. Somebody's gonna have to stay up on like spiritual maintenance throughout this winter. Even not just throughout the winter. You know what I mean? But Talking about the winter is important. Okay, this card says you're going through a dark night of the soul. Surrender and release. Persist. The rewards will be life-changing. You are metamorphosing. Rest and rejuvenate. The ancestors are connecting with you. Invoke your dark side with harm to none. Boom, and the ancestors came through earlier. Talking about the bloodline. And asking why this shit keep happening. Rhetorically. Oh, that's good. Yeah, that's good. Especially with the waning moon energy. Yeah. It says, invoke your dark side with harm to none. Yeah. Because when people hear, you know, about the dark feminine and all this stuff, or the dark masculine, they automatically think evil. Dark is different from baneful and evil. You know? Dark is a part of nature. It's the sun is up and then the shit is down. So you mean to tell me life is only pure when the sun is up? As soon as the sun goes down, life is bad? Like, no. You know? And you need to step into that. What you say? Okay, yeah, he sat on a chair and was looking into the cat's eyes while holding it. Yeah, thank you, Chino. Thank you. Yeah, so you know, this is a good time to declutter. Because Spirit is showing me, and this may sound weird to some of you, but Spirit is showing me that like certain corners and rooms in your house need to feel warmth. And they can't feel that warmth while things are blocking it. All right. At least you got it done, girl. At least you got it done, you know? So, yeah, this is a good time to cleanse, you know? And some of you guys, now hear me out, you may like to vacuum. Spirit says you need to sweep. Okay? Oh, but that's a lot of work and I could just vacuum it out. Sweeping has a different ancestral meaning. And this card says the ancestors are connecting with you. One of my most fond memories of my grandma, shout out to you, Grandma, is sweeping. She could sweep her ass off. No lie, as a kid, I used to be like, dang, my grandma sleep good. No lie, I used to think that. Like her body language, how she was holding the broom and shit, you know, like she could still sweep her ass off, you know what I'm saying? Like, get them corners out and shit. Now you turn the broom like that when it got a point on it, you get the corners out. Like, my grandma could sweep her ass off. Even as a kid, I used to admire her ability to sweep. So now when I'm sweeping, I'm like, you know? So, okay, baby, I'm almost done. So, oh yeah, you weren't allowed to touch nobody's feet with no broom. My dad would cut you. Fucking them. You better not. That's what you better not do. Yeah, let's read this clearance here. Okay, clearance. Stale energies are preventing you from receiving and moving forward. Time for a spring cleaning. And I just said, yeah, there's a spring cleaning, but there needs to be a winter cleaning. Yes. Only keep around you that which makes you feel positive. Meditate and pray to clear your mind, clean up your act, purify your thoughts and actions. So a sweep of your mind as well, a sweep of the environment, you know. Throw away things that hold memories, because some of you guys may, with the stagnant energy, some of you guys may punish yourself unknowingly. Hear me out. You may keep certain memories of someone who hurt you to prove to yourself that you can tolerate the pain. You need to stop doing that. Throw that shit out. It's holding up space. It's holding up energy. I don't care if it's a t-shirt, some socks, especially if it was some shoes a motherfucker done left under your bed or by your front door. You better hurry up and throw that shit out. I don't give a fuck if they didn't leave it under your bed or by your front door. Motherfucker done left some shoes at your house. You better throw that shit away. It's just things that, you know, spiritually, items and certain things of that nature can represent blockages. Okay? And some of you guys need to go through your phone too. Delete old text messages, old photos. Just let it all. It's like it's time to just let everything go. You've gotten so far with the Watchtower of the North. The winter is at the end of the year. So you've gotten this far. Shouldn't be nothing else left to be holding on to, is what Spirit is saying. And you've got initiation, spirit coming out. So they're adamant about this. All right, let's read this. All right. It says, make a commitment. Don't worry about what others are doing. Be true to your natural self. If you prefer to work alone, do so. You are ready and being called to be initiated into the craft. Acknowledge spirit in all that you perceive now. Know that I'm not telling you to go get initiated into any religion or craft or not. I'm not telling you to do none of that. When I see this card, Spirit shows me somebody who's getting closer and more intuitive and ready to really step into their own spiritual path and journey. Not initiating into anything, not becoming a part of a coven, because y'all know I don't ever tell y'all to do none of that shit. This is more a personal thing with you and your spiritual journey. And there's going to be things that are going to be revealed to you. There's going to be things you're going to experience going into the winter months that are going to really push you closer on your, I don't want to say closer, but thank you, further on your spiritual path here. I got hurt because my baby need me, okay? Y'all don't need me. My son need me. My son need me. Guy could be on the internet calling me no deadbeat mom. God damn it. Alright, hold on, baby. We're going to pull one more card and then y'all are out of here. Okay? My son has had enough. Alright, let's see, gang. Right, Tanaya. That's your nephew. Okay, you guys got deceit in reverse, though. Yes. Yeah, the lies of the fucking past are over. Bottom of the deck is all tied up. It was so many lies, misconceptions, misunderstandings that had you really tied up. A lot of you guys had taken on the falsities of other people, and it really skewed your perception of yourself. I'm hearing immobilized. What? No, not immobilized. Was it immobilized? Oh, aloha, Forrest Davis. The fuck does immobilized mean? Well, we'll figure that out later. But Spirit is saying that there were some lies that had been told about you that really had you in a tight position. It was like you may have felt like if you speak your truth, nobody would believe you. And you not speaking your truth still was the same result of people not believing you. So whether you was quiet or saying something, it was like you were already marked with the 23 breaking down to the 5. The 25 breaking down to the 7, but in reverse. Okay, so immobilized. Okay, so Spirit said immobilized. Okay, well, sometimes they just be throwing words at you, girl. That's why I need y'all help. Immobilized. That's what Spirit said. So it had you stuck. You couldn't move forward due to a lot of deceit and betrayal that had been around you. What's up, Marie? Yeah, that's how Spirit showed me tonight with the IMM. That's how Spirit showed it to me. Yeah. But the deceit is in reverse. Let's read this. What's up, Leo? Okay. This card says, hidden tactics, manipulation. Receiving this card reverse puts you on notice that the deceit of the past is over or about to end. Perhaps some amenity at work is being dissolved, or maybe a more open communication has developed in your personal life. Be assured that the negative and dishonest energy is on its way out, and take advantage of a new, peaceful, and open environment, one where you will be able to forge more success and greater comfort. On a deeper level, this card reverse is telling you that the period of self-deceit is over. You are now ready to see the abiding truth of your own value, power, and deserving, Ashe. It may take continued effort, but your honesty with yourself regarding these truths will bring even greater value into your life. Yeah. And it could, even if people were lying about you or lying on you or what have you, there was something in you that could have believed those lies. That's also what had you tied up. And the deceit, Spirit is showing me like the deceit coming in the form of expectation as well. Now, if you are highly intuitive and sensitive to energy, you need to learn how to regulate that shit. Because sometimes you could be picking up on the expectations and emotions of other people, and it's not even presented to you, it's not even yours, but you can energetically and emotionally pick up on that and start internalizing that. You got to stop that too. You got to take accountability for what you allow yourself to feel. I don't give a fuck what I pick up on. Am I going to allow myself to feel it? Now, if I have to have compassion for others, I may. But even that comes with moderation. You have to start doing that so that you don't get all tied up into untruths about yourself, untruths that you may tell yourself, all of those things. Yeah, but the 23 on the all tied up represents change. So there's going to be some type of change in the restrictions that have been placed upon you. And the drama that's attached to that shit. It's all been lies. It's been a lot of lies that have kept you in compromising positions. People could have lied on you and that put you in compromising positions, but with the deceit in reverse, the truth is evident. It's clear. And what those lies did with the journey in reverse, it blocked you off from certain paths. But hear me out. Those paths at the time weren't for you. Those paths could have been filled with worse lies, worse deceit, worse betrayal. And that's why you were rejected from those paths. Or you thought that was the direction you were supposed to be going in, and then Spirit showed you otherwise. Spirit showed you a detour, or took you on a detour. Maybe you feel like you had no say-so in the matter, Confirmation, patience. This is what you were being taught. 16 breaks down to the 7, the God number, the number of completion. You had already completed that journey. That part of your journey was already completed. You was just going in circles. They had to pull you from that. And then you sitting here, if I can't do that no more, then what's my next assignment? And Spirit is like, slow down. First, reflect upon that other assignment. What good can you pull from that? What did you accomplish already? Because some of y'all do this thing, and I told you this before, where you accomplish some shit, and then you just start thinking about the next thing to accomplish. You ain't even sat with the first thing you did. All right. Yeah, thinking man in reverse. Stop overthinking. Slow down a bit with the patience. All right. Let's see. This card says, peaceful presence, letting go of desperation. This card shows a beautiful angel. This card shows a beautiful angel holding a clock in the stillness of winter. And the other card was what? The Watchtower of the North, winter time. Her quiet, peaceful energy is telling you that it's time to release the old urgency and to look at things with a much clearer perspective. When this card is upright, it's telling you to relax and let go of the single-minded desperation that's been driving you. Don't try to force your will on only one option. When you think there's only one solution to satisfy your need or to make you happy, you are blocking many other potential solutions from coming your way. Let go of the anxiety and be flexible. Be patient, open, and creative. Choose to be peaceful in the present. The universe has more options than you may be aware of. Quiet your mind, broaden your perspective, and let them come through. Period. Yes. Yes. The universe may have more options than you're aware of. Journey in reverse. You thought that was the only way to get to your goal. You thought that was the only way to whatever. No, it's not. And Spirit took you on a detour to teach you patience with yourself and patience with others, patience with your goals. But within that patience, the importance of them and how to really pull them in from the spirit and make them tangible, but to also be open to different ways to get into things. It's just so much you've been learning. It's so much, right? You have attachment in reverse. Five energy. Fives are hard. So along this journey you've been on and the detours that you've been on within these journeys, you had to learn how to detach or to not form attachments at all. And if you are into that whole psychological thing about attachment styles, avoidant and anxious and shit, you're going to see that, oh, I'm both, if you believe in that. Or you're going to see none of those shits matter. Because, and the way you're going to see it is the way somebody tries to attach to you. That's how Spirit going to reveal it to you, too. You may consider yourself an anxious attachment person, and somebody with more anxious attachment try to attach to you, and that shit going to wake you up to your own self and how you've been trying to attach to others. Or, if you feel like you an avoidant, you're going to be pushing motherfuckers away, and then people going to be pushing you away, and that's how you going to see it. I'm not attached to nobody or no thing. So, but I'm unbiased. So I'm going to talk about it. You going to see how that shit really don't matter with the attachment in reverse. It's all about rhythm, connection. It's all about frequency. All the other shit don't matter. That's just jumble. That's just shit to blur the lines of communication. You know what I'm saying? But, All right, let's read this. And this is a 5. So some of you guys may resist this. You're going to still be like, no, I'm still of this, I'm still of that. Or they still of this, they still of that. You might resist this because it's a hard thing to stomach or change. All right? This card says, perceive need and the choice to let go. This card reverse is a wonderful indicator that an old negative pattern, relationship, or desperate attitude is being released. As you continue to let go, you will be able to establish new ways of doing things and relating to others. The universe wants to congratulate you on your healthy new approach, but be sure to support these changes you're making in your ongoing choices. Some patterns can be deeply encoded, and you may need to continue releasing the old habits, all while honoring the new decisions in your thoughts, actions, and interactions with others. You've broken the chains, and now you can walk away from the limiting attachments into a bright and unlimited future. Affirmation. I release attachment and choose peace. I am strong, free, and able to choose what honors me. Period. Okay, because it says, you have broken the chains, and now you can walk away from the limiting attachments into a bright and unlimited future. And you started off with the sun in the upright as your overall energy. So you are walking into that brightness, But I just feel like it just took a lot of processing because we go through a lot of things, scenarios, talks on these lives. So you may have experienced 1 or 2 or 3 scenarios we talked about, but it's all ultimately leading to that goal of you releasing, not being attached to anyone or no thing, and being free in the spirit and, following your intuition. And being patient with yourself and others is going to be so important at this time, okay? All right, gang. I love you guys so, so much. Thanks again to Lily Cat for the super chat. Everybody who liked the video, my loyal subscribers, my magical moderators, and members of the channel. Everything you need from me will be in the description box below. How to book a personal reading or purchase anything from my websites. All right, gang. Until next time, sending you love, peace, and balance.